Hi, my name is AJ Janikowski. I go to Iowa State University. In the past 2 summers, I interned with McShane Construction, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experience there. When researching companies for the career fair, I came across McShane Construction, and I was kind of looking for a general contractor that did design build, and I wanted a company that built some really cool and big projects, but I also didn't want to feel like a small piece of the big puzzle. I wanted to get a lot of exposure, and there's a lot of those big companies out there that you would get thrown into a small department, like let's say estimating, and that's all you do there. And at McShane, I knew with the size projects that they did, and talking with them at the career fair, you get the whole experience. When you're put on a project, you go from start to finish, from pre-construction all the way to the final product. So that was something that really caught my eye, and that was something I was looking for, was a company where they could really turn me into a well-rounded project manager. And that's kind of why I went with them. So when it comes to their internship program, I think they do a really incredible job. They start you off on a team, and then on that team you're assigned a specific project with a project team involved. And you're on that project the whole summer, but that's not the only thing you'll be working on. You also split some of your time with all the other interns, and each week you do training each week and learn the different day-to-day tasks of what the project engineers and project managers do when it comes to RFIs, submittals, change orders, writing contracts. You learn a lot of different aspects, and throughout the whole summer you really cover it all. And then besides that, with the interns, you go weekly to different job sites that McShane's working on, separate from what you are currently assigned to. And you really get to see all the different projects, and each week you go back and you talk about what you learned at the specific projects that you go to. And so I thought that was a really great way to get extra exposure and learn a lot more than just being stuck on one project. I really got to see everything that McShane does, and I really learned a lot more each week by being exposed to different things, and seeing a lot of new parts of construction that McShane does. And I know a lot of interns out there, when they go to an internship, they're expecting to be given responsibility, and they don't just want to sit there and be given kind of the intern tasks. And I felt like McShane really gives a lot of responsibility to their interns, and they really trust them. And through the training that you get at the beginning, and working with the project team that you're on, you get a lot of responsibility. And by the end of the summer, you're doing the same things that some of the project engineers and project managers are doing, and you really feel like you're a part of the team. And I really like the McShane team as a whole company, because whenever I'm struggling or I need help on something, it's a very collaborative office, and the people you work with and the people on my team, I never felt afraid to ask a question, and I always got help, and they're always willing to teach me new things, and I appreciated that a lot. And for this past summer with COVID-19, the internship program was a little different, and you weren't in the office with everyone there to help you, but you're put on a job site for the entire summer. And I always had the superintendent, and I never felt discouraged to email or call anyone on my team or anyone else at the office. And being on site was a totally different experience, but I really enjoyed it, and I thought I got a lot of different exposure than what I did last year, because I saw a lot of the paperwork and office side last year, and yeah, I saw a lot of the different projects, and I would go to the job site once or twice a week. But being there on site every day, you really get to know the subcontractors. You really get to know how the construction works on everything that you're subbing out. And I really got to see how the construction project came together, and I really enjoyed the day-to-day being on site. And I thought there was nothing wrong with the way this internship was compared to the last one. It was unique in its own way, and I appreciate everything about it. So if I were to give you some advice, I would tell you you're there to learn. You're gonna make mistakes, but don't be afraid to ask questions. You're an intern, so it's not like you're gonna get fired if you don't know what you're doing. I mean, you're there to learn, and I learned a ton by asking questions and just get involved. And when you don't have anything on your plate at the time, just ask, how can I help? Or try to learn from someone else, or even just always observe and see what other people are doing. And I felt like McShane sets you up to learn a lot, but with that mindset, you can really learn even more in your summers. Overall, I really enjoyed the internship program that McShane put together. I really learned who McShane is and what they do, and I think McShane's a great company to work for.